You said that what you learn in 4th grade in America, वो आप 7th grade में सीख रहे थे in India.
Suppose I can do a 8th grade level math. Then I'll tell the teacher, hey, this is too easy. Can I have a next level ka book? Most of the problem is the teachers. Just if you go to India, deal with the teachers and know that you probably have a better life when you come back.
So hello everyone, today I am in a middle school in the US showing you all the differences of studying in India and US because we have 2 kids here and they study 6 months in the US, 6 months in India. They have experiences in both countries. And what was your reaction when your parents said that, oh, let's go?
It was bad. Because here all the stuff is way too easy and yet they still make me do that much work. But yet it's so easy.
Oh.
Like, I really don't get why don't they give hard work this much instead of easy work that much?
Wow. So for both of you, studying in India was 5x easier.
Yes.
Wow. Are you both the only ones who are independent, going on your own?
No. So we have.
In the morning we
quite
get
some
an
friends.
assist, and on the way back we usually get an assist.
There are other people with
Yeah.
us.
I see. So you have company. You're not alone taking train.
We're very rarely alone.
Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, it's such a nice area. You know, and Palo Alto is one of the richest area of whole Bay Area with the density of highest millionaires. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you guys take phones to school?
Huh?
Do you
I
take-
have my phone in case we need to call people, but otherwise, like, we don't use them. Yeah, I have a phone in my backpack.
So, I mean, Gen Alpha has, this stereotype that they are on their phones a lot. They use TikTok the most. Are you a typical...
TikTok? No TikTok, it sucks. I don't know why people use it. I'm glad that it got banned.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's still not banned. It's not in the App Store, but you can, if you have it already, you can use it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You're the only one with that opinion I've seen. Like, most of the kids, they're like...
Instagram, no. YouTube, rarely. I play video games.
So, what video games you play?
I play Final Fantasy. I play on my Nintendo. Yeah,
Okay.
mainly. And just some random PC games.
So, coming back to your experience in India, so you got the idea, like your parents convinced you that you're gonna move 6 months in India, in a new country. Why did you hate that idea?
We didn't have an option.
Yeah, that's the first thing. And our main problem, like going to India for vacation, love it. Grandparents are there, friends are nice, but school is the thing we had a problem with.
You guys will not believe they're the only 2 Indian Americans I've seen who prefer to speak in Marathi with each other, being siblings, being brought up here. Very fascinating. So do you like Marathi the most?
Oh, well, English is good with friends, and Marathi is good like with each other.
I see. This is the evidence. We are in the world of millionaires with Porsche and top cars. So what are your hobbies? I can see the guitar, Om.
So we play guitar at school, and we take private lessons.
Uh-huh.
Hobbies, mainly playing, like there's this game called Magic the Gathering. I like playing that. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but like on cards.
And how about you, Om? What are your hobbies? So
I don't really have any hobbies. Like, if I get distracted in something, then I just do that for like a half hour. Then I get bored, and then I think of something else to do.
what are the things you can do for hours without getting distracted?
Monopoly.
Monopoly. Oh, very cool. How about you?
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. It's a board game.
It's a card game.
Card game.
Like similar to Pokemon.
Okay. Pete, what is your hobby?
Like, on the license plate, there's California written in red and like cursive. So, like that, there are plates registered in like Ohio
Different
and
states.
Virginia
Different states.
and
Colorado,
like
yeah.
that. So this one was one from Colorado, and I've seen almost all of them.
No,
Not
like
almo-
different states. Like
Yeah.
you've seen a plate from almost every different.
I see. So
So
you
like
have.
we see cars that have come from
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, like the East Coast, I've seen a lot from there, but like half of the East Coast is unseen from me.
In the last podcast, you said that what you learn in 4th grade in America, वो आप 7th grade में सीख रहे थे in India. So how was it like? Did you feel like smarter than everyone else?
Yes.
So
Me too.
really?
Yeah.
So you're in which grade right now?
So in India,
skipped a grade.
when I was in 4th grade, I was doing stuff that I had already mastered in American 3rd grade.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So you were 1 year ahead of India studying here.
Yes.
And that's why you hated it.
Yeah,
Is that one of the reasons?
that was one of the reasons. Most of the problem is the teachers there. They have an attitude of what I say is correct, and even if it's not, if you have to write that on the exam to get it correct.
So teacher is always right in India. But here they're open for feedback.
Yes.
Okay, can you give examples and stories around it?
So like our teacher, sometimes he gets the wrong answer, and then we're like, no, it's not B, it's A, or it's not C, it's D.
Uh-huh.
So like that, and he doesn't say no, I'm always correct because I'm the teacher. He's like, dang it. Yeah.
And when he wants you to solve a math problem fast, like, ooh, new problem that everyone missed. Beat your teacher. Start solving it, and
No,
you have to
it's like,
solve it faster.
Yeah, and sometimes whenever we're saying stuff, like he's like, okay, you have 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, you're late.
Classes are way more entertaining
Yeah.
in here
Yeah.
as compared to there.
This page, this question, or this exercise unit, solve it. When you're done, solve this. When you're done with that, solve this. But here, it's like more free-flowing. If in one unit, there are around like 30 questions, the answer to question number 1, let's say if it's, 37, then our teacher calls on someone, let's say he called on me, then I say 37 is the answer, and he said either wrong or correct. And if you're wrong, then he says, show me your work. What did you do?
Oh, so it's evidence-based and it's more engaging classroom. That's what you're saying. Okay, now tell me.
In India,
Uh-huh.
like you just
It's
give
just
the teacher
solve
your
this.
note.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right.
Yeah, and like you just solve it, give it to your teacher, the teacher corrects it, and then you come back. But here,
You correct
it's more
it yourself.
student-based. Yeah,
Ah,
like it's kind of like if the one person says the right answer, then someone disagrees, then the right person shows their work, the wrong person shows their work, and then the wrong person is like, oh, I get it now, it's not 36, it's 37.
got it. So India में the right answer is पत्थर की लकीर, यही सही है. You cannot argue with me,
Yeah.
and you don't get the realization कि मैंने गलत क्यों किया, why it
Yes,
was
yes.
wrong. But here they question you every time you give an answer,
Yes.
and you judge by yourself why you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get a better realization.
Yeah.
Okay. So now another disclaimer for everyone watching. They are still young. You are in which grade?
7.
7th. And you are?
Age-wise, I'm supposed to be 3rd, but right now I'm 4th.
4th. And how old are you? 9. 13 and 9, they are very young. Their opinions can be changed. So don't take their opinions by heart. Very important disclaimer. Okay. You had crazy experiences in India. You mentioned you loved eating mangoes. What was the highest and lowest moments when you were going through the transition? Like, आपके parents ने बोला कि 6 months अब चलो India में चलते हैं. You know, in those 6 months, कितना time लगा to get used to highs and lows, if you can recall?
If you hadn't told me you had come from the US, we wouldn't know that you had come from the US.
Because you had an Indian accent. You switched very fast. Even you, right? You fixed.
And plus, we only spoke there in an Indian accent because
I do it because everyone around me is doing it. I'm like, okay, so
yeah.
this is what's generally accepted. I'm gonna do it.
There, speaking in an English accent, it kind of feels awkward because in India there aren't really any immigrants. British people immigrate to India the most, probably. But other than that, I don't think they're like literally any immigrants. Here they're nice in a funny way, but there they're mean in a bad way.
Oh no.
Yeah. And like even the slightest mistake, and you're probably going to get wooed by the teachers and the students because you got it wrong.
There's a lot of hate on whatever they call disrespect. They're like, oh, that's disrespectful. How dare you? Like, even when you're not being disrespectful.
Can you give an example?
So there was a crumpled piece of paper on the floor.
Uh-huh.
And it was like closed and circle. We weren't supposed to be doing anything.
Uh-huh.
And I just picked it up, unfolded it, and started like folding it again. And then the teacher's like, hey, that's so disrespectful to the paper. How could you do that? Like, we could have used this paper for something else.
Oh my God. I remember that. And you respect every single paper. Whenever a paper drops on the floor, you pick it up, you respect by touching it to your heart.
Yeah.
So, do you think it was too much? Because here people don't respect paper at all. The value of paper here is way less than in India. So, it's a culture shock for you all.
From my side is once, like on usually on Tuesdays, we have sports lesson. Then we have a math lesson. And from sports, like, you know, we're tired. And like we want to usually get to math and like drink water and stuff. And then we were supposed to get there at 10:20, and we came at like 10:22. And the teacher was like, how dare you do that? You're 2 minutes late.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Just to eat food?
Huh?
You just went to take a break because you were tired. That's it.
Yeah. Like from sports, everyone is tired because you've played a lot, you've ran a lot.
I remember that, yeah. You know, they are very strict on time, whether you go for bathroom, whether you go for sports. Okay, so here we are at the Caltrain station. अब दोनों खुद independently train लेके school जाएंगे. It was few minutes walk from the school. Independently walking, that's mind blowing. Feel safe here?
Yeah.
Like alone, it's not a big deal, right?
No.
So fast.
Like
So instead of diesel, they use electricity
That's
for
impressive.
the trains. And now they're much quieter, much smoother, and also on time. Yeah, like
So while we wait for our train, can you share what do you both bring for lunch in India and US? Let's start with the US.
like roti sabji, but sometimes we have like tofu and rice, and we sometimes have like paratha.
So in the US, we get like our lunchbox packed from home, and it's mostly Indian food, but like we get other stuff as well.
But I read कि US में a lot of schools give you cheap food like canned orange juice and like, you know, they give you.
This is a private school, like 60 something people. We don't get like that kind of stuff.
So you have to bring from home.
Yeah, we have to.
So like public schools in the US have really bad food.
You
Like-
don't have to bring it from home, but you have to bring it from somewhere.
I see.
The classes are combined, so
Like-
PK and K, which is transitional kindergarten and kindergarten. Then it's first and second grade combined. Third grade is the only grade that's alone.
Fourth
Then
and
it's fourth
fifth,
and
then
fifth,
6,
and then
7, and 8 combined.
6, 7, and 8. So in his class, there's one person from sixth grade, and he usually gets like a foot long from Subway.
I see. And can you buy your own lunch? Like if you forget, if your parents are busy?
No, our parents. Well, if on the rare occasion that like we forget our lunchbox, normally they'll just drive and bring it. So yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Awesome. You guys have enough time? How much homework you have today?
Today is like the day, like there's a lot of stuff due on Thursday, so I usually just cram it all on Wednesday. But today I have like maybe a half hour of homework.
Really? Even after cramping multiple days of homework, it's just 30 minutes.
Cramming a week of homework, I can do it.
Insane. I remember in school like spending an hour on just maths homework.
In math for us, we like for homework,
Uh.
it's like all independently paced. So essentially, what our teacher says is you either do 5 problems or 30 minutes, whichever one comes first.
Oh, nice. You're switching to Spanish or is it Marathi? Yete. Because Yege is like Spanish. Marathi. Okay. Yege is Spanish too.
Yete.
And okay, Yete. Okay.
Train means that the train is coming.
Okay. Okay. So train is here. Let's go. It's electric train. It's double decker. Very nice.
All stops to Tanya.
Dana, when you were in India, what were the highest points you felt? You like कि यार America से ये चीजें better है.
I made good friends. The food, the Indian food was and people are like a lot more chill there. This is my dad's quote: "Rules there are more suggestions."
Can you tell a story around it?
I go paragliding. You're supposed to be like 15 something. But the people know my dad, they know me, they know Ki. I've gone with them a few times. So they're like, okay, सीखना है तो सीखो.
Amazing. So India में क्या होता है? Let's say you take classes like social studies, math, English, Hindi, Marathi, Punjabi. अगर आपका किसी क्लास में C आता है, 5 classes में A आता है. They put all the energy कि क्या problem क्या है? Science पे क्यों कम आ रहे हैं? Why you have C in science? So put all the effort science की classes लेनी है and get all 5-6 classes to be A. 90% plus आए and you become above average in all 5 subjects. But यहाँ पे they don't want to make you mediocre. They want कि oh, this kid is so good in, let's say, English, you're getting 90 plus in English. Let's take this kid to even next level. Let's give him tuition classes or after class classes for this subject to make him even better. Do you agree?
Yes.
So tell the story about it.
The high schoolers here, they set up a coding club, and they like bring your computers, we'll teach you how to code after school.
Here?
It was a club, yeah. And there was no mention of coding or anything other than main school subjects.
So even in middle school, they encourage कि if you want to pursue coding as hobby, you can here. तो आपने coding कब सीखी, by the way?
So I've been poking my dad, teach me Python. And sometimes he teaches me, so I have enough knowledge, I can code basic stuff. I made this one game tic-tac-toe. You can enter stuff and you play it. I got to advance my skills there. In math here, you go at your own pace. I'm doing advanced math now. There, the pace that you go at is the pace of the slowest person in the class.
Oh, so because of one...
So in math, if there's one person lingering behind, you have to wait while the teacher explains that to the next.
If the similar thing happens in a US classroom, एक student को समझ नहीं आ रहा, what happens then?
No, see, everyone goes at their own pace. So, I do something, my friend does something. But, suppose someone doesn't understand something, they just take it. Hey, how do you do this? Or can you explain it to me? It's not like a proper class setting where the teacher is like, okay, today we'll be learning this.
So, for example, you're good at math. You want to go at your own place. You can take AP classes for it. You can go to the next level if you're better than everyone else.
Yes.
So you can continue to go on the path of excellency in that subject, even though you're maybe average in the rest. So you want to figure out your passion and do as good as possible in that class.
Yes.
In India, did people judge you because of your accent, where you come from, America? क्या आप सोचते हैं आपके बारे में?
No, so they were teasing me, oh, beat up the American. They would start punching me. But it was all in good fun, I think. Other than that, no. See, they only said कि if you didn't tell us you are from US, we wouldn't have thought you are from US.
Oh, so उनको पता है, then they make a little bit fun. No bullying though, right?
No. You tell them stop a few times, they'll stop.
Okay. And what about teachers? अगर teachers को पता है, do they treat you differently? Because India is obsessed over American things. You know that, right? So, do you have
My
a story?
friends were like, bring me Feastables. One of my friends asked me a few days ago, Arey, buy this Hot Wheels for me now.
How much time you have, how many times you have eaten Feastables?
Very few.
But they will be so obsessed. They will be
Yes.
they want as much as possible.
Yeah, there was with Feastables, there was with Prime, Hot Wheels, because Mattel is a US company. A lot of my friends there collect Hot Wheels. So.
Okay. So this reminds me to the last podcast you did. उसमें आपने बताया कि अगर आपको bathroom जाना है, in India what happens is, let's say you're giving an exam. They don't send two kids in the bathroom together.
Yes.
And अगर आप जाते हो, you have to come really fast.
Yeah.
And in the US, you go to at your own pace. They don't care in US कि आप जितनी मर्जी बाहर रहो. You go to cafeteria, you playing sports. They don't care.
No, they do care. But in math, normally in the morning, we have math. And then there you pull out the textbook that is near your level and you just start doing problems. And you just keep advancing. Once you finish a chapter, you take a test and you move on.
Okay, so you do the practice in classroom.
Yeah, we're all in classroom always.
Okay, so there is minimum left for homework to be done at home?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
So you do as many problems as you can in class, and then at home you have to do 5 problems or 30 minutes, whichever one comes first. Suppose I can do 8th grade level math, then I'll tell the teacher, hey, this is too easy, can I have a next level ka book? And yeah. So, and if it's too hard, then they'll switch you back.
Amazing. And even a 6th class student can now pursue 10th class math.
Yes.
Okay, and coming back to the most important point you said, कि जो चीजें आपने 4th grade में सीखी हैं in the US, because it's a private school, reminding everyone, it's a private school, so you cannot compare any average school in America to India. So 4th grade में जो आपने सीखी, you were learning in 7th grade in India.
Yes.
But were there any things that you were like, I have not learned in America, वो अब मैं सीख रहा हूँ India
Hindi,
में?
Marathi.
I mean, other than that. Of course. Like India teaches first before America. That's what I'm saying. Was there anything you can think of?
Woodwork. Like we had something called DL, Design Lab. So we got to like make stuff. That's not here because it's a really small school. We don't have a proper science lab, no workshop. There we had a science lab and like there were saws, there were tools, there was scrap wood, everything there.
More hands-on.
So we learned to like work wood, file stuff, build stuff. Yeah.
Amazing.
So here we haven't done that.
Now, since you are around Stanford,
Yeah.
what's your dream college or university you want to study in?
Not Stanford.
Or maybe is it IIT in India or?
I don't want to go to Indian college. I want to do college here. I want to go to like a tech STEM college. Like STEM is science, technology, engineering, math. So a college that mainly focuses on STEM.
So what are your goals to accomplish that? Or is it too early?
Too early.
Like because like you're already pursuing like 8th grade math, right?
11th.
11th grade math because your level was there.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say it's early, right? Next, like you can do AP in math and you will be all set, right?
So there's SAT, college entrance exam. So I need a score in that to go to a summer camp. So I'm doing that.
Okay, so you're on the path. What advice you would have for students watching in the US or in India? Is it good idea to experience outside country school at least for 6 months?
So for you people in the US, just if you go to India, deal with the teachers and know that you probably have a better life when you come back. It'll keep you going.
It'll
If
give
you
you
are
thick
in
skin.
India, if you come to US for college, you'll love it. I'm sure. I'm not going to have this experience for much longer. Let me power through it now. That's the mindset you should have.
And
If you know you're going to go back.
You know, as you mentioned before, the teacher is always right. Here, teacher can be wrong, and they make fun if they get it wrong. But you cannot correct a teacher. How did you get over that pressure? Like, अगर आपको पता है कि आप सही हो.
So if a teacher said something wrong, then I would say, hey, that's not exactly right. And then they would not like it and then say like, okay, I don't know what he's talking about or something like that. And then I would just tell them, you know I'm right, you know they're wrong, to my classmates. If you want to believe me, go ahead. If you want to write this in your exam here, get it correct and write it in your exam there and get laughed at, go ahead.
That's a great attitude to have. So amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much. And for anyone watching, wish you all the best. And
Yes.
yeah, thank you.